Hi Flosstube! Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd. It's October now. Welcome to October. Last quarter of the year, last 3 months of the year, and they just fly by every time. But it's good to see you back. For those of you who are new or maybe just stumbled upon this channel, I'm Erin, the 2 Martini Stitcher, here and on Instagram. And this is a channel about cross stitch. And if you're coming back, if you're a regular subscriber and regular watcher, I'm so happy to see you guys again. I know it sounds crazy because I can't actually see you, but I feel like it. I feel like we have, this is our weekly catch up, our weekly little chat and catch up. Beverage today is kind of a special one. First of all, thank you guys so much for all the lovely comments and messages and support about our trip to Michigan for my husband's grandmother's memorial. It was just a lovely weekend. It was so good to be with family. I mean, some of the cousins and aunts and uncles we hadn't seen in easily 10 years. Everybody spread all over the country, and so it was just it was a wonderful weekend, and it was a great time with family and a great way to remember Grandma and spend some time in a place that she loved so much, Makatawa. And we go there every summer. It's a little cottage community. Makatawa is right by Holland, Michigan. And so today's beverage is brought to you by New Holland Brewing Company. It's kind of their signature beer, Dragon's Milk, and it is fantastic. It's a bourbon barrel aged stout, so it's pretty chewy, but fantastic. And you can actually get this now at Costco. So I didn't bring this back from Michigan. I had one, but I was still feeling kind of, I don't know, still been thinking about the weekend and thinking about Michigan, and so I thought I'd bust open one of our Dragon's Milk. When we were there over the weekend, this I have not seen anywhere besides New Holland. They have a Dragon's Milk White that is lighter, but still barrel aged. Also fantastic. So if you're ever in Holland, Michigan, stop by New Holland because it's great beer, good food, great atmosphere. And so we for sure made a stop at New Holland and brought some growlers back for some of the family events. And it was great. So thank you guys so much for all your sweet comments. However, because I did a 3 days round trip to Michigan, there was not a lot of stitching this week, it feels like. I do have some things to show you, but it's definitely there's definitely way less stitching because there were 2 days, Friday, Saturday, that I didn't stitch at all. I did a little bit on Sunday on the way home. We had a flight. Our flight out of Grand Rapids was delayed 3 hours. There was something wrong with the plane, so I'm very glad they caught that and didn't fly it. And so we had to wait for another plane to come in, which meant we missed our connection in Minneapolis. We were able to get the last flight out of Minneapolis to Seattle that evening, so that was lucky. It was a sprint. They moved us to the front of the plane and we ran for that connection because we really wanted to get home Sunday night. But we made it home. That gave me a little extra time, a little extra airport stitching. So I did get some stuff done on Sunday, but it's been a busy week so far this week, and there's not been a lot. But I'm going to show you what I did do, and then we'll talk a little bit about plans, and I have almost a negligible amount of haul. But I will show you the one thing I got, and we'll do the big giveaway today. Yay! All right, so I didn't take Harry Potter covers with me because it's too big, and so there were I think I've only done 300 stitches in this since you guys saw it last. That's sad. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you because I can't imagine a Flosstube week without showing you Harry Potter book covers. So this is where it is now. I just did this little bit here, definitely more of the broom coming in. And that's it. So I think I'm almost done. I've been in Full Coverage Fanatics. I've been trying to catch up the 1200 by the numbers. So I think I need one more block of 100 and then I'll have done March and I'll come back and start October. So, because I am doing the 1200 by the numbers for Full Coverage Fanatics, which I didn't start until July. I think until July. So I have a little bit of catch up to do, but I think I can do it with my 100 stitches a day. So there we go. Harry Potter book covers. And then I think after I filmed last week, I had a little bit more work in Be Thankful. It was for a task for either magical, school magical stitches or enchanted stitching, and I can't remember which one. Seriously, it's been like a blur. But that is Be Thankful by Shepherd's Bush. And I am doing this on a 20 count, 22 count, I think a 22 count Aida that I tea coffee dyed myself. And there it is. It calls for a 10 count. So there we go. So I think I got like some more of the turkey in and the tea and the age and maybe a couple other leaves since what I showed you last. So there's my progress on Be Thankful. This calls for a 10 count in Country Mocha. Couldn't find that. So yeah, so it calls for 10 count. So I just am doing this 20, I'm pretty sure it's a 22 count Aida that I tea coffee dyed, and I'm stitching 2 strands over 2 on the Aida. But it's coming out nice. I like it. And it's got some buttons, and it's one of those that I feel like if I focused on, I could maybe just bust out and be done with in a week. So I don't know. I'm starting to feel like maybe I love doing the challenges, but I'm going to start maybe seeing if I can get one piece to fit all of them. That one week that I did that with Playing with Jacks and got like 1,000 stitches in, that felt like really good progress. And there are some projects that I feel like if I sat down and focused on them for a week, I would finish them. And I'm maybe starting to feel more like I'd like to get some more finishes in. Evolution of a cross stitcher. I don't think I could be monogamous because I think I would get, especially on some of my bigger pieces, I think I would get bored and just want to stop stitching if I was only stitching one. But I'm feeling the need for finishes. And so it's October, so I looked back at my stats and I had 6 starts and 3 finishes in September, which I still feel like is pretty good. 3 finishes, but I am feeling like a pull to finish things, which then means I'm not feeling an urge. There are things that I really want to start. There are things I want to start now, but I kind of also feel like maybe I want to finish some things. I don't know. We'll see how that plays. We'll see how that plays itself out, won't we? I don't know. For now, I'm still doing the challenges and just working on, I love all my projects. Except for maybe one. I think I may move it seriously to UFO status here very soon, but I love all my projects, so I'm happy to work on all of them, but I am feeling a little bit of a pull to finish some things. So worked on Be Thankful before I left, and then I took with me 2 projects. One was a bonus assignment in School of Magical Stitches. We were supposed to do teamwork and work together with somebody, partner up with someone who is either working on the same project or the same designer. And so I teamed up with someone who was working on Lizzie Kate Halloween Rules. And I wasn't doing Halloween Rules, but I started the November yearbook. So I started that and I did the 300 stitches, 200 stitches, 200 or 300 stitches. So I did those, and this is how far I got. So I'm just working on the house. This is one of the other, I think October and November are the only ones that didn't have this teal blue in it, because you can see in December the bird and the angel are that blue. That's the same color as the frame I've been putting these in. So I wanted to incorporate that blue. So I changed out these darker blue windows, and they're going to be the brighter blue. And I'm also going to change out like these little just triangle-y doodads that are green for that teal blue to make them kind of match that frame that all the other ones have been in. So there we go. So I got to start on that. So far, I've been able to get those done, you know, each month. So we'll see. I haven't put up October yet. It's the 2nd, and I haven't switched it out yet. Note to self: do that when you're done recording, and then next week I can show you, because that'll be technically an FFO, right? Sure, we'll count it. We'll count it. So I worked on that, and that finished up my homework, but I took that with us because that was pretty quick. And then the rest of the time I was working on, even though I was headed home from the Midwest, what I have now dubbed my Midwest stitch, knee high. And so, and I am doing this on an 18 count. I think 18. Yes. An 18 count or 16. I think it's 16. I think this is a 16 count Aida that I tea coffee dyed. I don't know, you guys don't really care. It was tea coffee dyed by me, it's Aida. And there we go. That's what I got done. So I was up somewhere here at like the top of the T. I had filled all this into like the top of the T. So I got all the rest of this filled in and started on the fence posts. And man, I'm telling you guys, this here, which I think is maybe a field, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Doesn't matter. That's a lot of stitches. There are a lot of stitches. I'll show you what I have left of the skein. And that's the only, I'm using all the called for flosses except for that color because I thought that I had bought it, but I didn't. And I went, and when I was headed to start it, so I pulled a color that I had that I thought was close, which happened to be Cornhusk, which was perfect. But that's what I have left, folks. I have, like, this is the one that I had used. And then I have 2 little strands left. There are a lot of stitches in that, which I know you guys probably know. You're like, yeah, duh, Erin. So there we go. And I think this is now officially my Midwest stitch. We go back to Indiana later this month for my grandmother's 90th birthday. She's now our last grandparent. We were so blessed. When Drew and I got married 21 years ago, we had all 4 of our grandparents. All 4 of our grandparents were at our wedding 21 years ago, which even like the wedding coordinator and priest remarked on how special that was. And it was really special. I really cherish all of the wedding photos I have. And now my grandmother that we're going to celebrate her 90th birthday is our last living grandparent. So I'm really excited to go celebrate her and take my Midwest stitch with me to Indiana. We go at least once a year, so I think that's just going to be the Midwest stitch until it's done. That one I'm not in a huge hurry to finish, and I'm not feeling like I need to finish. Okay, so that's what I worked on through Sunday, and now this week I am just working on School of Magical Stitches and Enchanted Stitching homework. And the first one up, I managed to fit the Steoch in to one. We're doing feelings and emotions in School of Magical Stitches, and so for our feelings of jealousy, we had to work on a project whose design name started with one of the letters in jealousy. So jealousy, Steoch. Yay! I'm not caught up. I'm close though. I got all of week, well, sort of close. I got all of week 6 done, which was the previous week, and then the new pattern released Saturday, which is part 7, and I've started part 7. I'm done with the homework assignment for this though, so we'll see if I get it caught up before the new one releases Saturday. Maybe, maybe not. I might just try to see if I can keep fitting this into homework. I had been trying to just get it all done on Sunday, because usually I was done with homework by Saturday night, and I was trying to knock this out on Sunday before the new homework started, but I might just see if I can fit this in. So there we go. The ladies' hairs, all the hair is starting to fill in. Definitely Golden Girls. I don't know what the twist is going to be, but definitely Golden Girls. I did not leave myself much room on the side, but I think that's fine. So there we go. Steoch. So I am now the second week in a row admitting that I am not caught up. But I'm staying much closer than I ever have before on a Sal, so how about that? We'll count it. And then the only other assignment I've done, as I said, it's been a busy week. It's Wednesday. I only have 2 of 8. I only have 2 of 8 assignments done. I need to get stitching. It's just felt like a really busy week since we've been back. We got back very, very late on Sunday, and I had a doctor's appointment on Monday morning that took all morning. It's just been a busy week, and I was tired. Monday night, did I even stitch at all on Monday night? I don't think I did. I did a little in the afternoon. Monday night, I was wiped out. I was dead. I went to bed early, like 10:30, but that's way early for me. And that evening after dinner, I was too tired even to pick up a needle. That's tired for me. So the only other project I've worked on is in the Steoch, you can join a team. So I'm Team Merry Marauders. Yay, Harry Potter! Because I can even turn a Golden Girls Sal into a Harry Potter theme. Yes, I can. And there's a group challenge to do a piece together, to do a group piece. And so we're working on, I'll show you the pattern that we're all working on together. Maybe I can pull it out. It's Harry Potter Sampler by Shushuda. I'll find it and link it below. So it's this little sampler, and our team picked this because it was really easy to split up like the different parts. So I am doing this one with the broom, and then we're all stitching it, and then it'll be put all together into one big sampler. So I'm doing the little broom, and I did this for something scary, something that scares you for enchanted stitching, because witches ride brooms and some witches can be scary. And also doing this kind of group project, not gonna lie, scares me a little, because like, what if my stitching isn't that great? Like, what if it looks junky next to everybody else's? I don't know. But we all decided to do it on 14 count white Aida because we figured everybody had a scrap of that, and there is where I am. So that, my dears, is 250 stitches. And it's pretty much, love how I'm like, oh, it's pretty much done, but I just need to, like, all the rest of this is just gray. It's just, see, it's just all gray. And then there's a tiny little bit of back stitching on the broom itself, but like tiny, tiny. So that'll be easy to finish up. I don't know when I need to send this in. I don't know when it's like due. But so if it's due super soon, I might just finish it up this week, because that'll be really nice mindless stitching. I could have even done this probably as tired as I was on Monday, but I hadn't started it yet. So if it's due super soon, I may just finish it up, or I might see if it can fit into homework for next week to finish up. That's it, guys. That's all I worked on. That's it. But for the rest of the homework for this week, I will be doing 500 stitches in Midnight Watch, and I will be doing 250, 300 stitches, I think, in Penny Autumn. So those are both going to get some work this week because I have them slated, and it's Darktober stitching, which I don't know that I'm like going to stitch on nothing but Halloween, or Penny Autumn isn't really dark. Midnight Watches, I guess, but I don't know. I'm not doing like total Darktober stitching, but I'll join in when it fits. You can bet that. All right. This is going to be a really quick one today, guys. Seriously, I don't have much going on. Haul. I hardly watched any Flosstube. I feel so far behind because I was gone for days and have been so busy. So yeah, plans. Those are my plans, and I need to catch up on some Flosstube. Tomorrow is First Thursday at Acorns and Threads, and I am not going. I am so sad. You guys have no idea how sad I am that I'm not going, but I have an appointment. I have a doctor's appointment that was tough to get, And I can't, like, that, it was that day. Like, I need to go. So what are you gonna do? Apparently, nobody told the doctor scheduling that first Thursday is sacred. I think that I am going to console myself by going to Threadneedle Street and kitting up a couple projects. I think I'm gonna, what am I kitting up? I'm going to kit up Cinnamon Stars, because Stitching with My Bestie, they're doing a sal, and I'll start it. Any reason to start it. It's been in my, it's in my stash. I have fabric for it, that I know, so I'm gonna go get the threads for that. I think I'm also gonna kit up Barbara Anna Christmas is Coming. I think it's called Christmas is Coming. Funny story there. I should have brought the patterns up to show you, but you'll see it next week in haul. I'll show you next week in haul. But when I saw that pattern, I immediately thought of Amy from Amy Loves Toads, and I was like, she needs this. So I ordered it for her, and then, but this is so funny because I ordered it from Trish at Threads and Twine, and she must have had the exact same thought and sent it to Amy. And so Amy was showing it, or she put it on her Instagram, and I was like, darn it, I have that on order for you. And she's like, okay, well, we'll just have to stitch it together. Okay. So I'm kitting that up because at some point I'm going to want to stitch that with Amy. And, 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm going to stitch up 5 o'clock somewhere, because that, don't you guys think that needs to be like right up here? Like I'll need to like move back and have 5 o'clock somewhere right over my head. I think so. God, did you guys see that? Look at that. That is like Oprah wing. Like she used to call them her wings. Whew. Need to get back at the weights. Okay. We took a left turn there, didn't we? All right. So this is what happens when I don't have much else to talk about. I just ramble. All right. We're going to finish this puppy up. Haul and Stitchy Kindness. First, Stitchy Kindness, because this blew me away. A new friend from Flosstube and Instagram, Denise. We've been chatting back and forth, and she is a quilter. All of you like multi-craftual people amaze me. And she has a big fabric stash, and she had messaged me that she was going to try her hand at making project bags, and had asked if she could send me some and send me one. And I was like, absolutely. And so she did. And then she said, I'm sending them to you, but I've decided that I'm not going to be making a whole bunch of project bags for sale because it takes a lot of time and I'd rather be stitching. To which I said, amen, sister. I would rather be stitching too. But because she is a quilter, she made a couple of gorgeous bags. So I'm going to show you the bags she made me because they're hysterical. So they're all like, there's batting in them, and they're vinyl front, and they're so nice. And she put these cute little charms on there. So look at that. It makes me wish it was summer. But the back fabric, check this out, guys. It's like women on the beach, but they're fruit. They have little fruit bottoms. Look at this. This cracks me up because I've always talked about how pear-shaped I am. I'm seriously pear-shaped, guys. That is so funny. And this lady's a banana and a strawberry. Hysterical. So I've got to find something fun, a fun summery project to put in that one. And then this one is just so pretty. It's got this blue inside and little scissors on the pull, and they're pretty succulents. My oldest daughter, right before she left this summer, she kind of like tried her hand at embroidery, and she really likes it. And she did a really pretty succulent embroidery. Maybe if she keeps doing embroidery, I'll be really nice and give her that bag. Maybe not. But also Denise sent me, losing my bra strap here, guys. She also sent me a pattern, and this, I died, guys, because this pattern was one that I had seen it the first time I saw it. Really, the only time I saw it, I think, was during the Common Threaded Stitcher prompts. Someone posted this, I think, as one of their favorite finishes. And I saw it and was like, So of course I go to search for it and figure out very quickly, it's out of print. Can't get it. I have a saved search for it on eBay, but now I don't need one because Denise is the sweetest, most generous thing and sent me Prairie Moon Martini Witches. How amazing are they? Yeah, I already have fabric ordered for this, and it calls for Belsois silks. Am I saying that correctly? Belsois? It calls for silks, which normally I'd be like, heck no. Yeah, because it calls for a bunch, and some needlepoint silks. There's how many of them? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I don't know. There's like 14. How are there 14 colors in there, right? I don't know how there's 14 colors in there, but there are. I love this piece so much. I think I might get it up in silk. But that's getting started immediately as soon as I have everything in my hot little hands. So thank you, Denise, for the beautiful bags. You did a fantastic job. They're gorgeous. If you ever decide you want to sell them, let me know. I will be buying some more and sending everybody your way to buy them. And for the pattern, because this made my week. I love them so much. They're different color greens. And look at their boots. They're sassy little boots. Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that was Stitchy Kindness. And then the only thing I actually got or bought was from Stash Unload, and it was a yard of 11 count Aida. I think it's Aida. Looks like Aida. She says 11 counted cross stitch fabric. There we go. So it's a yard of it. Why on earth did I want a yard of 11 count fabric? It's for all those scatter shepherd's bush. Scatter kindness, scatter snowflakes, scatter pumpkins. I have all those, and it calls for, I think, a 19 count, doing it over 2 on 19, which would be, what, a little less than 10 count. And so I figure 11, it won't, and I'm going to dye it. I'm going to cut them up into the pieces I need them and dye them, because I think each one is a slightly different color. So I'm going to dye them, and so then maybe it'll shrink up a little bit, but I think that it'll be about the right size so those buttons that go on them, because I have all the buttons for them. I've just been trying to figure out fabric. So now I have fabric. I don't know which one I'm going to start first. Maybe snowflakes, because I don't think the Christmas one I would get in time for Christmas. So maybe I'll start with scatter snowflakes and do a little fabric dyeing, and so that's it. I don't know if a yard will get them all. Seems like it should, right? They're not that big. I don't think they're that big. I think they're like, yeah, big. Of course, I am notorious for having no clue how big things are. So that's it. That's the entirety of my shopping. But I will have haul next week because I am kitting some things up to console myself that I cannot go down to Acorns and Threads. Sad. And I will miss you all, and I'm desperately going to try to get there next month, although my husband's out of town that week. So we'll see. We'll see how that's going to work, to be gone all day, because it's a long, long day. I leave early in the morning and don't get back till like midnight when I go down there for the day. So we'll see. All right. Well, that's it, guys, except for giveaway. So 1,000 subscriber giveaway. It's October. It's time to give this puppy away. So just a reminder of what's in it, and there will definitely be, I've added a couple things here and there, and there will definitely be more before I ship this off. I'm sure I will stick a few more things in here because I can't help myself. But it's all going to come in this little Bitsy Bomb by That's So Kelly Co, because they're one of my favorite things of all times. So this is kind of my favorite things. Look how good that goes with the wall. And brown. I love brown and pink, brown and teal. So pretty. I don't have this one. I need to buy it for myself. So the first thing you're going to get is this Bitsy Bob, and inside is some Lakeside linen fabric. What did I do with that? I found a piece of R&R fabric. There's going to be a piece of R&R fabric in here as well, because these are my favorite fabrics. I love that color. Look at that greenish color. So good. And then you're going to get a couple little patterns from some of my favorite designers. There's Noelle from Bendy Stitchy. I'm going to be stitching this up pretty soon. A friend of mine, I think, has already done it. And she said she had some extra of that petty point fabric from doing it. So she's going to give me a piece of the fabric so I can do mine. Yay. So cute. And then you guys know I love Lizzie Kate's. So there's going to be a little fall square. Inside the Bitsy Bob are going to be a couple needle minders from Top Knot Stitcher. There's a pair of scissors in here. There are, I love these little guys. Have you guys seen these? They're like a little tiny little bag. And I've been using them when traveling. I put them on my scissors as a little scissor fob, and then you can stick your orts in there. Love that. And I just love anything that's cute and miniature. There's also a pair of cat scissors. Those are from Abby Top Knot Stitcher on Etsy. That's from her shop. There is some floss. I'll probably pick up a couple more things. I'll pick up a few more colors that I love at Threadneedle Street. And then I also stuck in some of these. Have you guys been using these? These little like spool hugger, like spoolies, thread huggers. I have been like really loving these for even when stitching in hand. If it's a big piece, I'll roll up like whatever excess is and put this on so it's not like so much draping down, and you can use it to put excess fabric up on your Q-snap. But these are handy dandy, and I bought a whole big whack of them from Amazon. So you're going to get some thread huggers. Love those. And anything else as I'm packing this up that I think, ooh, I love that, because this is going to be just all my favorite things for stitching. So there you go. So that's what's going to be in it, plus whatever else I decide needs to go in the package. And so all you had to do to be entered was comment on one of the last 2 videos. So we had 259 people comment on the last 2 videos. So if you commented on both of them, you're in here twice. Because that seemed fair. If you take the time to watch and comment, and I read all of the comments, guys. If I've left a little heart on your comment, you know that I read it. I can't respond to every single one of them. I can't, but if you ask a question or like, I try to respond to as many people as I can, but just know that I read all of your comments and I love them and they give me life. And I am so glad that we are all in the stitching community together. So there were 259 people that commented. So you can see that's just the default from last time I used it. So there you can see 1 to 259. Generate 192. Let's find who 192 is. 192 is, oh, the suspense. Drum roll, please. Karen Miller. So Karen Miller, you win. And I will leave a little comment on your comment that you won. But if you see this, just drop me a message. You can either get me on email or Instagram, and that'll all be in the description box below. So hit me up with your address and I will get this sent out to you. And you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me every week. And I so enjoy reading everybody's comments and asking my crazy questions and just sharing in this hobby that we all love so much. So until I see you guys next week, I hope you guys have a wonderful stitchy weekend. I know this weekend is also the 24 hours of cross stitch marathon weekend. That's this weekend, right? I think it is. I don't know. I need to have better planning and get in on that. But I will try to do a lot of stitching this weekend. We are maybe going to see the college daughter. I'm excited. She's coming over this direction to visit with a friend who's actually back for the weekend from college on the East Coast. So she's coming over here to visit a friend and texted and said, hey, you want to get together for dinner or something? And we said, yes, of course we would love to see you. So I might get to see her. Have a couple other plans this weekend, but hopefully also lots of stitching. So if you guys are participating in 24-hour of cross stitch weekend, I'm excited to see all of your progress and have a great stitchy week. Cheers.